Hello and welcome, episode 50 of Mousekast, and welcome to game night. It is again the final Tuesday of the month. Here it is the final Tuesday of November, and that means it's game night. So we're hoping that folks will be able to join us and come and play along tonight. Game night is hosted by the Mistress of Ceremonies, Meaghan. So without further ado, and I promise I have absolutely no clue what's coming up. So good luck to all of us. Meaghan, take it away. It's game night, and it's all you.
And tonight is all about Disney taglines. So this could be, I'm going to give you a tagline. You're going to tell me what it's from. This is mostly Disney World centered. There are exactly 5 that are not specific to Disney World Resort itself. Could be an attraction, could be a park, could be a thing in a park, could be transportation. It is not movie taglines. It is not about the characters. So it's about the parks. The attractions could be current or past. So there are some where the answers for different taglines are the same because whatever that thing is, it's had different taglines over the years. Some of them are easy, some of them are not. I'm already ready for the looks, the complaints, the outright arguments. I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome to the club.
I'm going to give you the tagline, and you'll get 10 seconds to answer. Our audience, as always, can jump in and steal from the cast members as quickly as they can and are able to. After 10 seconds, I'll open up to the floor, and anybody can jump in and see if they can answer it and figure it out. Anything that I missed? Any questions before we get started? Any complaints before I start going through these? Excellent. It's not 20 questions. Tagline
We'll save
answer.
these for later, and we'll see what the lawyers say.
Nobody gets to phone a friend. Nobody gets to phone a lawyer. Nobody gets to phone anybody. You either know it or you don't. Right. So I'm going to start with, on my screen, I'm going to start with Chuck. Actually, I'm going to start with you, and I'll make my way around and back. I'm not sure if we're in the same order for everybody, but we're going to start with Chuck. Hawk, you'll be at the end, and then we'll kind of snake back and forth for each round. So tagline number 1, Disney's best kept secret.
Well, I guess you're referring to Disney's worst kept secret because that's the Disney Vacation Club.
Yes.
I mean, it's Disney's best kept secret that everybody knows about.
Everybody knows about so much that there's a resale site that,
right.
People sell it to each other, and rental sites and all the things. So number 2 is Anne-Marie. Remember the magic.
I've heard it, but I don't.
This is a little bit harder as far as what it was associated with. Anybody else on the cast know what that's from?
Is it the 25th anniversary?
It is the 25th anniversary. Very nice. See? It comes back. It comes back. Number 3 is Matt. The wildest show in the wilderness. I see some looks. I see people thinking.
I'm going to guess Country Bear Jamboree, but I'm highly doubt that's right.
It is.
Oh,
In fact, okay. I don't know because I couldn't find anything. Have they changed that since it came back? It's the same now as it was before.
As far as the tagline of the wildest show in the wilderness, I don't know if they have changed it or not. Again, it just opened up like a month or so ago, so I haven't seen the changes yet.
I expected to see some difference between like the marketing between the two, and other than the specifications of the show, I didn't find anything. I was kind of expecting to have 2 for that one. Natalie is up next. Every mile is magic.
Run Disney.
Oh,
Run Disney.
That was almost picked for Natalie.
I was going to say, should have known that she would get that one. Ty, the happiest place on turf.
The happiest place on turf?
I don't love this tagline, by the way. I think it's a little
I feel like it would be something with baseball, but I'm not sure.
Anybody else want to jump in?
I do believe that's the ESPN Wild World of Sports.
I think it's the
It's
golf.
I was going to say it's the golf
It's
course.
golf.
It's that's right, the golf courses. That's right. I was wrong
It's
turf.
golf
Wrong
Turf
turf.
management.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I saw the tagline. I thought the same thing. It would be Wide World of Sports, but Wide World
No,
of
it
Sports.
is the golf. Now that I remember it, when I
Uh-huh.
last played at Disney Magnolia, I did remember seeing that. You know,
So for the end of round one, Hawk, the source of inspiration.
Other than this podcast and Chuck himself, you got me on that one.
Anybody else want to take a guess at what that might be?
oh, this is coming to mind, and I could hear it. It's almost like part of a song. I'm gonna kick it as soon as I know. I can't. It's not coming to mind. It's something. It's a source of inspiration for all the world.
Yeah,
Do you know where I'm?
Is it the Figment ride?
no,
No.
it's Springs.
It is.
Disney
It is
Springs?
Disney.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
It's
it.
not the current one, but it is one that they've had in the past. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
It did come to you. There we go. And so at the end of round one, Hawk has 2, Natalie has 2, Chuck and Matt are both on the board with 1. So Hawk, starting with you for round 2. Happily, well, no, let's skip down. Ride tomorrow's transportation today.
Oh God. People mover.
It is People Mover.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ty, never the same fear twice.
Tower Terror.
Yep, Tower of Terror.
That was tailor made.
Natalie. It was, but it was not. None of these were handpicked for anybody on this show. Plus, that wouldn't be any fun for me. You know that I would purposely not give you ones that I thought you'd get if I could. Natalie, the ultimate Star Wars adventure. This one's obviously one of them. A little bit easier. You got narrowed down a little bit for you.
That's like one of 3 things.
As opposed to an entire park. The ultimate Star Wars adventure.
I mean, I'm going to go with the Galactic Cruiser.
It is not the Galactic Cruiser. Anybody else want to take a guess?
I would
which
imagine it's
Star Wars-
Rise of Resistance.
Yeah, I would think
All
so.
right.
Star Tours.
It's Star Tours.
That's right. It is Star Tours. That's old school.
I heard that from Ty first, but if somebody else heard somebody else say it first, I'm
No, it was time.
Okay. Then Matt, the happiest place on earth.
Isn't that just Disney World in itself?
It is not Disney World.
No, it's not. Yeah, I figured it was too easy. No.
Somebody else want to jump in?
Magic
Disneyland.
Kingdom.
What's that? What'd you say?
Disneyland.
Yeah,
Happiest
Disneyland.
place on earth is Disneyland.
Disneyland, correct. Happiest place on earth is Disneyland. Yes.
Everyone says Disney World is the happiest place on earth, but it's actually Disneyland. It's specifically Disneyland Park.
It is, and it's hard to remember that. That between that and Disney World or Disneyland being the California, Florida park, I feel like those are the two things that people constantly are just kind of flip-flopping. And I mean, Disney World is my happiest place on earth, but it is not necessarily the
It's
happiest
not the happiest place on earth. There is a line for the Magic Kingdom, but I won't say it just because I suspect it's on your list at some point.
We'll see. Okay, Anne Marie, you're up.
Okay.
A spectacular journey into the movies.
The movie ride?
The Great Movie Ride.
The Great Movie Ride?
Longer. We will not debate whether or not movie ride, railroad, which one
Great
is
movie
the
ride.
Great movie ride.
That could be a podcast itself.
No, there is no
So back to
debate. Disney, we're all in agreement.
It's a great movie ride.
I love the Great Movie Ride, but I love that song. I don't care that I wake up at 3:00 singing it. I'm one of those people that'll dance along to Nothing Can Stop Us Now anytime. Where did I leave? So Chuck, that leaves you with We
All right.
Choose to Go.
We choose to go. Ooh. We choose to go. That is a good one. World of Motion.
It's not World of Motion.
Okay. You got me on this one.
Anybody else want to take a guess?
We choose to go.
Carousel Progress.
It's not Carousel of Progress, but this is, you actually can see this on signage somewhere in one of the parks.
We choose to go.
Soaring.
Universe of Energy?
No.
Mm-mm.
Is it in
Were you
Part
Epcot?
of a longer quote.
Is it in Epcot?
It is in
Is it part
Epcot.
of a longer quote?
It's Mission Space.
It is Mission Space. So it's the
It's
end.
Mission
So
Space.
yes and no. The signage just has We Choose to Go, but it's at the tail end of one of the spiel.
Yeah.
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 Mission Space. That's a good one.
That was a good
Okay,
one.
so at the end of round 2, the clock is up in the lead with 4. Natalie, Ty, and Anne Marie each have 2, and Chuck and Matt each have 1. So Chuck, you'll start our round 3,
All right.
and your tagline is "Your laughter is what we're after."
Oh, Monsters Incorporated Laugh Floor.
Laugh floor. I love that. I love that attraction. Anne Marie.
But
it's
yet, I've
fast.
never been that guy.
I've been that guy.
That guy.
You have, Ty? I have not been. I love
I've
it.
never been that guy.
You're always like sitting in the first 2 rows on the right-hand side increases your odds exponentially.
I was
It
actually right in
takes
the
the
middle.
local. These are the good local tips that we get.
That's
from
right.
Hawk, who,
I'm just saying.
gotta have the pass holder to give you like the exact
That's
like
right.
sit in this seat and you'll get chosen. That's inside tip. Anne Marie, it's fast, it's a blast, it's in the past.
Is it in Epcot?
It is not.
Then it's not what I'm thinking of. I was thinking it might be part of Spaceship Earth towards the end, but
Anybody else?
I think you're going old school with Timekeeper.
It's not Timekeeper. Ooh, I didn't
Okay.
think about pulling that one, but no, it's
Primeval World.
not Primeval War, although you've get closer. That one is actually from Dinosaur.
Oh, Dinosaur. Okay. Or
Huh?
That was my
Countdown
next
to Extinction,
guess, yeah.
depending on which one you want to use it. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's currently there. It won't be a tagline much longer. We'll need a new tagline for that section
Yeah.
of the park pretty soon.
Well, it's currently a timeline. It's extinction anyway.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's in the past. No, now it just is the past.
It's yes, definitely about to be. Matt, nothing can stop you now.
I can apply to so many things. Oh, is that yeah, the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
It is Runaway Railway.
No, it is. Okay.
And now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Natalie, Where Dreams Come True.
Isn't that like the Walt Disney World tagline?
Not exactly. Anybody else want to help her out?
Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Magic
It's not
Kingdom.
Bibbidi Bobbidi. It's not Magic Kingdom. This is one of those handful that doesn't necessarily apply specifically to Walt Disney World.
Cruise
Was it
line?
an anniversary like celebration?
It's not an anniversary.
No, we're
Chuck, what were you saying?
Cruise line, but that's probably not where the cruise. It's not Disney Cruise Line.
Not cruise line. It encompasses everything. It's all of the Disney parks and resorts. It is the tagline for the family of resorts across the globe.
So, you're talking Disney Parks Global.
Disney
Yeah,
Parks
Disney-
Global.
So like
Global.
Disney Travel or something.
Disney.
It
parks.
includes Adventures
Disney
by
parks.
Disney, Tokyo, all of them.
The entire Disney Parks division. Yep. So,
Mhm, the whole thing.
and,
Yep.
yeah,
One of
Tom's
those-
making some guesses too here. Inside Wrestling 2 has joined us as well, and Tom's got some as well. I know there's a little bit of a lag here, so he's gotten a few
Sorry.
of them.
Yeah,
Those were coming through on my end. Sorry, Tom. Okay, back to Ty. A tropical
Uh-oh.
serenade.
Tiki room.
Mhm.
Tiki room. And Hawk, you have rocket to outer space and back.
See, I would have gone with Mission Space for that, but you already had that one.
Mhm.
Buzz Lightyear.
It is not Buzz Lightyear. Anybody know?
Space
Go ahead,
Mountain.
Emery.
Space 220.
Space Mountain.
Space
Space
Mountain.
Mountains. I had it.
Oh,
I
Space
already- I
Mountain.
heard
I
it.
got
I
it.
was
Yep.
thinking the restaurant because of the elevator.
Okay. I will say I did not pull any restaurants. I did not think about any of the restaurants having
Because you
taglines,
actually
although-
do go into space. You're looking down the elevator and you're going up.
Yeah, but that's not its tagline. So, yeah.
There were a lot of, as I was looking through
What
and
is the
finding stuff.
tagline for Space 220, Chuck?
What is the tagline for Space 220? Easy. Can't get
Try
an
the
ADR. Try the lounge. Actually, funny enough, the lounge is a harder ADR now than the restaurant.
Mhm.
Because
Isn't it
everyone
just-
knows you should try the lounge.
lounge because they don't want to do the prefix menu and all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. So,
I love that restaurant. I've gotten advanced reservations a few times.
well, for the restaurant, you can get an ADR easy. It's the lounge that you can't get. Lounge is hard.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Restaurant.
then
not a
I've
problem.
gotten an ADR for the
Never
lounge
been.
before, and I'm pretty proud of that at this point.
I have an ADR for it coming up here, and I'll be down there in a couple of weeks. So, I did manage to snag an ADR for the lounge, but
Interested to hear. Everybody has that's one of those. Everybody's got an opinion. I mean, it's certainly an amazing experience,
yeah.
but once you
That'll
get
be a
there,
show
you're
topic
actually
for another time. But yeah,
One and done. Is
yeah,
that
it's a
tagline
show topic for another day. That of some of our, and that'll be kind of the show topic of the one and dones, and we'll probably have a few of those from attractions to resorts to dining experiences. What are your one and dones? So that'd be a show topic for another time. So
I love that. I love that idea.
Cast, you're on notice. Folks, and Tom, you get the inside hint. You know exactly what we're going to be doing coming up in the next sometime in the next couple episodes of Mousekast. There's our topic. Disney One and Done, the series.
For some
Alrighty,
place
sorry about that.
like all of us have a million places to go. I have quite a few one and done experiences and
Mhm.
places at Disney. It's amazing. Okay, this should bring us, I think, to Hawk, right? Ty had the last one. A feast for the senses.
See, you're talking food, and I immediately went to restaurants.
Not a restaurant.
No idea. Got me totally on that one.
Anybody-
I can't get my out of the
Journey into
restaurant.
Imagination.
It's not Journey into an Imagination or Journey into Imagination.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was. Then I guess Food and Wine Festival. That was the other one that came to mind. But
It is Food and Wine Festival.
that's why it
Yep.
was like, wait a minute, is it Food and Wine or is it? But then I thought, wait a minute, it's the senses and the five senses, Journey into Imagination. I knew I'd heard it somewhere. So that's the hard thing. You've heard all these taglines, and then you're going,
Every single one.
where in the world did I see this?
Exactly.
Literally, where in the world?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so then Hawk, you get to. Oh well, at the end of round 3, Hawk, Ty, Hawk and Ty both have 4. Chuck has 3. Natalie, Matt, and Anne Marie all have 2. So Hawk,
Hey,
you'll start
all right.
round 4 with the most magical place on earth.
Now we're gonna go to Walt Disney World.
Yep. Now we're back at home.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
I don't know. Carousel Progress.
I think we were all singing the song in our head.
All right, but well, actually, I don't know. Meaghan, do you have the other tagline in your list?
You know what? I don't for that. I only have the one, and it kind of drove me crazy because there's
Bonus
another one. I
point.
just
What
didn't get
is
it.
the other tagline that was used for a time at Carousel of Progress and is not anymore?
Same one as the Space 220. One and done.
Great not. Anybody know? I'll give away a bonus point. You can pick that. It was used.
All right,
I don't know.
Give indie wrestling a
Yeah.
moment.
Hey, yeah. So Tom,
We'll chat.
so we
and-
know that Carousel of Progress, of course, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow is the current song and kind of tagline for Carousel of Progress. But there was a point where there was another song that was used in the Carousel of Progress, and that kind of became its that was kind of the phrase that went along with Carousel of Progress for a while. Can you name that song and that tagline? So we'll give Tom a little bit of time here because I'm sure there's a bit of a lag that's going on between our live stream and when he's able to chat.
Pretty
It's a
sure it's the
fun,
best sleep you'll ever get.
there is
We need to wake
that.
up, sir.
It's time to leave.
As much as I love Hall of Presidents has the better air condition though. It's
It
always
does have good air
stuffy in
conditioning.
Carousel Progress. I cannot.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't sleep in Carousel Progress.
Bigger
It's too
room.
stuffy
So,
in there.
Tom, you got a guess? Carousel of Progress, one and done blasphemy. Look, Tom, there's a lot of things when we talk about Hawk and blasphemy. Okay, so one of these days we got to get Tom on the show. We'll talk about this. But yeah,
Was it-
blasphemy.
So Tom.
Okay, so Chuck, you got to tell us.
All right, I was giving Tom just a second to see if he had it, but so there was a song and it was in I want to say roughly the 1980s ish to maybe into the 90s, and it was. Go ahead, Hawk. I'm sorry. What?
Was it Best Time of Your Life?
Now is the time, and that's the song you're talking about. Now is the time. Yes.
It's Best
Now is
Time
the
of Your
time.
Life.
Now is the best time. Yes, the best time of your life. Yes, that was it.
Wasn't
Which
that,
is what
so wasn't that a Sherman Brothers song?
I believe it was actually, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why somebody was laughing about time to leave, and I'm like, yes,
I think
now is the time to leave.
actually is Best Time of
I
Your
think
Life.
it might have been best time of your life. I think was another Sherman Brothers song, and it's now is the time. And it's the best time of your life, but a lot of times they use the word "now is the time" throughout
Okay.
that. So, yeah, there you go. So Hawk gets that one.
So you're all welcome for changing the railroad song, getting Nothing Can Stop Us Now out, and getting Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow now stuck in your heads. Those are the two that play over and over and over. And if you've ever been
That's
on
all right.
hold with Disney back in the day before they let you turn off the music,
Yeah,
Great Big
Yeah,
Beautiful
you got
Tomorrow
that
is
a
what
lot.
you heard. Ad
and it
nauseam.
was loud.
Oh, yes. Thank goodness for speakerphone and that volume button on your phone.
Tell you what, it would blast your. It would be a quiet operator, and then hold music, and it would just blow
Yes.
your eardrum
Oh.
out. Yeah. Anyway,
Man.
sorry.
Okay, Natalie, your tagline is "The Road to Tomorrow."
Mm-hmm.
Is it the People Mover?
Not the People Mover. A couple people ready to jump in. Somebody got it?
The Tomorrowland Transit, the cars, the test track, or
It's not
in
the-
Magic Kingdom. I'm trying to think of the name of the ride.
Tomorrowland
Not the-
Speedway is what
not the
she's trying to
Speedway.
say.
Not the Speedway.
No.
Yeah. Not the Speedway.
I thought that's what was written on the thing.
Not that. different park.
Yeah, I was thinking Test Track, but that's
Not Test Track, but
it's not Test Track.
it is Epcot though.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Spaceship Earth?
It's not Spaceship
No.
Earth. It's not something that still exists.
Oh.
Oh, well, that might have been World of Motion then. So
Wasn't World of Motion.
okay.
Universe of
It
Energy.
was actually the tagline for Innoventions.
Oh,
Which is where I
okay. Yes.
spent-
Inventions.
Why did
Oh,
we have
yes.
time as a child? We
Good
spent a
one.
lot of time.
Good one. Yes. Megan gets that point.
I
She stumped
miss
us.
Innoventions.
I do too. I do too.
Megan's on the board.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
Megan's
didn't
on
think
the
I
board.
was like
She's
not
stumped
going to show up for my own game, right? Had to, you know.
Hey, look,
had
there's
to get
plenty of times I
something
tried,
done.
but I gave a lot of clues out. So
Okay, Ty. The magic, or no, sorry, Matt. I'm going the wrong way. Matt, the magic of possibility.
Once again, that could be anywhere in Disney. Magic of possibility. Can I use a 50-50? I can't phone a friend.
no,
At least narrow it down.
nope.
I don't have a clue on that one.
Anybody have an idea? Anybody want to take a
Journey
guess?
in Imagination.
That one's an old
Journey to
one
the
too,
Imagination.
isn't it? It's not.
It is
It's
old,
not.
yes.
Yeah, as I thought it was an old one.
It's
It's not an attraction. It's not an attraction. It's an old tagline, but it is not for an attraction.
Read it again.
Yeah.
The magic of possibility.
Is that Horizons?
Not Horizons.
No, not Horizons.
The closing line to when you buy your DVC. Just kidding.
No. Although
I thought that was about. I thought that was the point when you were asked to pay for it. But anyway,
the magic of possibility was an older tagline for Epcot. I don't have the exact years on it, but it is one of the older taglines for Epcot Park. Okay, Anne Marie, you have Laughin', Splashin', Satisfactual Fun.
Can you say that again?
Laughin', Splashin', Satisfactual Fun.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Woohoo!
Another song that you get stuck in your head for a while.
I
And
can't ride
Chuck.
that ride, so the fact I got that was pretty good.
Yep. Zippity
My parents used to sing zippity doo-dah to my brother and me to put us to sleep when we were kids. I had no idea it was associated with any ride at Disney World until I was much, much older. And I rode that for the first time probably as a teenager. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what that's from. I have no idea. The things that you just don't know when you're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck, your tagline. We are here to change the world.
Captain EO.
Yes. Long time
And
ago
a good
now.
song by Michael
I-
Jackson, might I add.
I never experienced Captain EO either in its original or when,
Really?
when they brought it
Oh,
back.
man.
Just one of those things. I missed it. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience was all
Yep.
over as a kid.
Captain EO, another
But-
great Disney Lucasfilm crossover because there was quite a bit of Lucasfilm special effects and ILM that got involved in the production of Captain EO. So
That's, one of those that people talk about as the, what do you miss? What would you bring back? A lot of fans. It's got one of those cult followings that some of the places,
Yep.
if I'm going to have one that I'm bringing back, it's going to be Maelstrom every time. Okay. So at the end of, what was that, round 4? We've got Hawk with 6. Ty has 5. Chuck has 4. Natalie, Matt, and Anne Marie Anne Marie has 3. Sorry. I make my notes there. Natalie and Matt have 2.
all right.
So for starting round 5 with Chuck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I didn't look at my pronunciation, so I'm going to get this wrong. Natsu.
Bless you.
All right, can you spell it?
Yeah, could you spell
I can. Nahtzu.
Why do I get the sense that this is Japanese? And I need my daughter who speaks Japanese to come up here right now and help me out.
It's not Japanese, or at least I'm assuming based on what it's the tagline for, it is not Japanese.
Sounds like Japanese, but Natsu. Say that very carefully, as opposed to something else that could be very closely sounds like that. It's rather German in nature. Let's see here. Natsu. I'm thinking Animal Kingdom, and we will try Festival of the Lion King. No.
Not Festival of the Lion King, but you almost had it. Bigger.
Well,
Anybody?
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro Safaris?
It's not an attraction.
Not an attraction. Okay, so Natsu. It might not. It wouldn't be something like the entire land of Africa.
Not the land of Africa, but the entire park of Animal Kingdom.
Oh, it's going even bigger.
And it was again one of the older ones. And somewhere I wrote down. I thought I had written down the translation, and now I don't have it. I've misplaced my note because I wrote it down on like a sticky because it was just one of those like side things. I was like, oh, this is really cool, and I didn't get the translation written over. Okay, so Anne Marie, they've been dying to meet you.
Oh, my favorite ride, the Haunted Mansion. And I looked at
I feel like there are a lot of, for a lot of the attractions, there were a lot of potential taglines or quotes from the rides. I try to stay away from those as much as possible because there were just so many that you could choose from.
Yeah.
But
I love Haunted Mansion though. That's my favorite ride. I did look up Natsu for you guys, and it's it literally means a landscape that varies to suit animals. I looked up the word to see what it means.
Thank you.
There you go.
So then, Matt, you are not the first to pass this way, nor shall you be the last.
You couldn't have given me that one? You gave me Natsu and you didn't give me that
Anybody.
one? Oh, what? Are you
Go
kidding?
for it, Chuck, because I haven't heard that one before.
You are not the first to pass this way, nor shall you be the last.
Okay.
Those who seek the spirit of Norway are screwed because they'll be taken over by Frozen.
Yeah, they're not the same. Maybe the same boat, different experience. Whole other experience. Man, I miss Maelstrom.
I do miss Maelstrom.
Oh, Maelstrom.
Breaks my heart. Okay, Natalie, happily whatever you're after.
Disney Springs.
Disney Springs, and that is the current one. That's okay. So that one's actually the reason we're playing this because on my trip last month, I was sitting on a bus trying to figure out what the game was going to be. And I saw the ad for it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, we got to do taglines!" I love that tagline. It just, I don't know, it sticks. It resonates with me. Happily, whatever I'm after, yeah, and then some. That's yeah. Okay, Ty. Remember, dreams do come true.
Is it an attraction or not?
It is not an attraction.
Bippity Boppity Boutique.
It is not Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Anybody know what the tagline refers to? It's not something that exists anymore at the park.
Yeah, I want to, for some reason, Wishes comes to mind. And I don't remember why.
Because of the fireworks, yeah.
Yeah, it's Wishes. I thought it maybe was Wishes, yeah.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket does say it at some point in
Yes, he
there.
does.
I can't
And that's what I remember. Again, it's the same thing. I
Yes.
remember hearing it.
Yes.
Where did I hear it?
exactly. Yep,
It's
he does
Jiminy
say
Cricket.
it. hmm Again, something that I miss. I love Happily Ever After. Don't get me wrong, but Wishes.
Oh, I mean, Wishes
always
was,
be my favorite.
but then to top Wishes, of course, is Illuminations, but that's another story. So,
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to give Illuminations my one and done. I was not, and I know that probably puts me on the blasphemy list, but
we're having technical
not
trouble.
for
We
me.
lost Megan. I don't know what happened.
I'm never allowed to host again. This is it
You're
for me.
fired.
I'm a one and done as a host. This
Well,
is-
thanks,
that's
Megan,
never
for
gonna-
hosting tonight. And,
Hawk's taking over.
I just can't wait for this one and done episode because we're
this
gonna
one and
shock
done
some
episode is
people.
going to be great.
We're gonna shock some people because what
This is-
everybody's popped off tonight.
I
Everyone
think,
else
all right.
is like,
So
"What?"
folks, this is going to be one. And again, Tom, you're getting the inside scoop. Put it on FXR when you get a chance. This episode of the one and done episode of Mousecast is going to have to be a video podcast because of all the looks of everybody going like this. So no cast. This will be a video podcast when we record this one. So don't know when it'll be, but
You know,
it'll
I
be
feel
very
like we
very
should-
soon.
Let's do it
I
Tuesday.
feel like we should. Do
We've
it
got one for
as
Tuesday.
our. We could do it when we hit the 1 year mark, and hey, now we're one and done because none of us are speaking to each other anymore because we've all upset everybody for. Podcast is over. 1 year done. We don't need a new cast. We don't like each other anymore. Okay.
All right,
Welcome to the
You
Peace
have
Out
one
podcast.
honey of a ride.
that's right.
Okay, Hawk, your tagline is "One honey of a ride."
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Mhm.
Okay, so at the end of round 5, Hawk has 7, Chuck has 6, Ty has 5, and Marie has 4. Natalie has 3, and Matt has 2. I will say, somehow with the order, I feel like Matt and Natalie are getting some of the harder ones that are a little bit harder to figure out, but we'll see. We'll see how the rest of these go. Some of these
Wait
are
a minute. Again, I had Natsu, and you're sitting there saying easy. Come on.
okay. Hawk, starting round 6. The future is here.
Oh, Tomorrowland entrance.
It's not Tomorrowland.
Spaceship Earth.
Anybody? Not Spaceship Earth.
Oh,
It's not. Oh, I really
But I
thought
thought
that
it
was
was.
Earth. Oh, I thought it was Spaceship Earth. Where does it? The future is now. Is that what it is?
The
That was you
future
said?
is here.
The future is here.
Mhm.
living in the land.
Land.
No, it's not living with the land. Is it just all a future world?
It's not all of Future World. It's all of Epcot. It was one of their original taglines.
Actually, no. That
for
is
the
it. So
future.
that is the yes. That is the
Okay.
tagline that was used on the original 1980 preview poster, the very famous one with
Yeah.
the stars and the esoteric Spaceship Earth that we didn't know was Spaceship Earth. And it was yes, the future is here. Yep, that is it. I
Mhm.
remember.
Yes.
I should know that it's one of my wallpapers on my Mac. I'm almost sitting there looking at it.
That was back when Chuck was in his 40s.
Oh, okay,
What they say?
well,
Age before beauty, Hawk. Age before beauty.
I have a comment there that I'm not going to make. Okay. Moving on. Ty.
That's a me and Hawk thing.
Discover a river of adventure.
Rivers of America.
Not Rivers of America. Anybody else?
Is this current or is this gone? I'm suspecting this is gone.
No, this is current.
Okay, this is current. Okay.
Cali River Rapids.
Discover a river of adventure. What was that, Hawk?
Cali River.
Not Cali River.
It's not Navi
It's not
River.
Navi.
Okay, I didn't think so.
This one's one of those that's it's a little puzzling with the wording because this is actually for Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. I was just gonna,
That makes sense.
Natalie, let's see. The biggest little star in the galaxy. This is one we've actually heard on a previous game night that Chuck hosted.
What was it
Biggest
again?
Little star.
Hey, we're going to give it to Tom, by the way, because Tom put in Jungle Cruise. Tom has it, so Tom's on the board.
actually, Tom's got 2
Yes.
points because he got Runaway Railroad.
Yeah, he did get Runaway Railroad, so he got 2 points. Yes.
Got it. There we
We're
go.
looking out
I've got
for
you
you,
with two, Tom.
Yep.
The lag here got me on that one. Natalie, yours is the biggest little star in the galaxy.
Why am I getting all these Star Wars ones? These are ties.
Okay, I'll help you out here. It's not Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
Magic Kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're going to hold for a
Anybody
second.
wanna say-
Tom, try it out. Can you get it? Read it again for Tom. So I know we're waiting on the lag a little bit.
The biggest little star in the galaxy.
All right. Well, everybody, we'll kind of give a second, see if Tom chimes in on this one. Because if it's the one I think it is, yes, we've talked about this, and it was a topic of a previous game night
It was. Yes.
of great discussion.
Because I considered not including it because I was like, we've already kind of hit on this, but
Well, if it's what I think it is. All
Ooh, I think I know it then.
right. Tom, you got anything? I know the lag is terrible. We'll see. I'm waiting to see if he's
Give him
got
a
anything.
little Jeopardy.
Yeah, do. We'll, if he chimes it, we'll still give him the point. Go ahead. All right, continue all.
anybody want to take a stab at it? Well,
I feel like it's gonna be Peter Pan.
No.
it's not Peter Pan.
Is it Space Mountain?
No.
It's not Space Mountain.
Sunny Eclipse.
It's actually right behind me.
Yeah, Tom said he didn't know it. Nope, it's Sunny Eclipse.
Sunny Eclipse. There you go. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So, Matt, you have Let's Adventure Together. This is one of the ones that does not necessarily pertain to Disney World itself.
Oh, I might have a thought then.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Anne-Marie's got the idea too now.
What is once again? I don't know.
Go, Anne-Marie.
Is it
Anybody- Anne-Marie,
Adventures by
you got it?
Disney? Is it Adventures
It is
by Disney?
Adventures by
Yeah,
Disney.
ABD. That's what I thought. It was ABD.
That was my guess. Yeah, Adventures by Disney.
Which brings us to Anne Marie.
Yeah.
Take a motor car to nowhere in particular.
Is it the ride I said earlier in Magic Kingdom? I can't remember the name of the little.
You mean the Tomorrowland Speedway?
Yeah, Tomorrowland Speedway.
It's not the Speedway.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else know it?
For some reason, this is really shouting out Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
It is.
That's what I thought.
That's it.
I was going to say,
Like,
it's what
we're
happens
doing a
when-
little Disneyland here too.
I was going to say,
Hey,
when
that
it's-
was my favorite ride at Disney World when I was a kid.
Yeah, as I say, old school.
That's what happens when you
I
grab
was
an Uber after
devastated.
park close.
Dude, that's what happens when you're 40 years old. You can remember the old days of Walt Disney World, buddy.
What? Hey, hold
So
on.
that's
let me-
what happens when you're 40 years old when Epcot opened.
I
Oh,
gotta turn my hearing aid up. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I shouldn't have to host when these two go at it. Like, I don't want to be in between.
now do you
these
see
two.
why I wanted you to host? I could get off the rails and get away with it.
Yeah, and though I may be heading up the discussion here, I'm not in charge of any of the back stuff, so I can't kick anybody off, which is unfortunate. That if I host again, I'm changing the rules here. I'm controlling more than the conversation.
Oh, wait a minute. We muted Meaghan. What happened there?
I'm sorry, Meaghan.
Y'all are just
For those who may be
points
listening to
this.
the audio podcast at this particular moment later on, Meaghan just stuck her tongue out at us and was giving this great pouty face. So again, you should be watching the video podcast of this. If you're listening right now on audio, go back into the show description and watch the video. It's quite funny. You need to watch the video version.
Maybe we'll see all of us do this to each other. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was Matt. So I'm headed towards Anne Marie, right? Where am I going?
No, you were just with Marie.
Okay, so then wait.
Yeah, you just did Anne Marie.
Meaghan, you're catching up with Chuck and I here. There's a little bit of the
See what I mean about hosting this thing, because you got to keep track of who's where, and there's all this mayhem that goes on. I mean,
If the two of you would,
I want you to have the full experience.
Antics here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was Matt's question, but Anne Marie took it with Adventures. Or no, those Mr. Toads. Sorry, I've already gone back one. Yes, my memory's going, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. So sorry. Okay, which brings me back to Chuck then, correct?
I believe
Okay,
so.
Chuck, you have Highway in the Sky.
Your highway in the sky, of course, is the monorail.
Yes, is the monorail.
And remember, please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
That was a suggested tagline. I was like, no. First of all, that's way too easy. Second of all, I don't consider that a tagline, although it's certainly the only phrase.
It has kind of become one in many respects. Look, if they're printing it on shirts with the monorail and says, all that, please stand clear of the doors. Yeah, that's a tagline.
Mm-hmm. I have a hanger in my car that says, please stand clear of the doors. I don't have it in Spanish. There's not enough room for the Spanish. Okay. So at the end of that round, Chuck is up to 9. Hawk has 7. Anne Marie and Ty both have 5. Natalie has 3, and Matt has 2. And Chuck, you're going to kick off our next round as well with the most magical celebration on Earth.
Which one? Because there's a lot. You just have to pick which one it is. Because it could be, Magic Kingdom 40, Magic Kingdom 50, Walt Disney World. Well, Walt Disney World 40, Walt Disney World 50. Okay, we just went to full screen. There we go. Hawk is playing with the display again. He's messing with Megan's order of things. So, there we go. I'm gonna go with. I'll go with the 50th.
The 50th, yes.
No, I'll pick the 50th.
The most recent.
I mean,
one. Yeah.
You've got so many to choose from. So I'm like, which one is it? So I'll go with the 50th. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Anne Marie, be there when the night ignites. Be there when the night ignites. There we go. Ooh, it's harder to say than I thought it would be.
This is what it makes me wish I'd studied the attraction posters, because that's where most of these come from, are the attraction posters.
Where some of them come from, yes.
Maybe Fantasmic?
It's Fantasmic.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Surprised you even yourself. That's great. Yes. Oh, Fantasmic. I don't remember the last time I saw Fantasmic. I haven't made it back for a while. Matt, to infinity and beyond.
That could be a bunch of things. I'll go with the Buzz Lightyear ride, but I have a feeling it's not it.
Which
Space
Buzz
Ranger
Lightyear
Spin.
ride?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah.
Buzz Spin, yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalie, celebrate the future hand in hand.
Oh man, I've got that going in my head now.
Say it one more time.
Celebrate the future hand in hand. This one's fairly old at this point. Oh,
I'm sitting there singing
hard to
it.
admit.
Like I know I've heard it.
Oh yeah, you have.
It's a nighttime show, right?
It's not a nighttime show.
Like a fireworks show.
Nope.
I'll put it this way. I was a DJ and I can remember this one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm sitting there singing the song right now.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but it's like I cannot think of it.
Chuck, they may not be old enough.
No, they might not be old enough. Hawk, you take it.
It was, I believe, it was the Millennium Celebration like theme song that was going on during that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Correct?
It was the slogan for the millennial celebration back in 99, 2000.
Yeah, for Epcot. Yeah.
But they did it similar to the 50th. It was like an 18-month run that went before and after the actual. I don't know the dates, but I know it went way longer than just what it should to cover the year anniversary or whatever
Right.
of turning the millennium. But I do remember that.
I'm
And
old enough to know it, but there was a very long gap between Disney that like I didn't go from like 1998 to like 2012. There was a very big, huge gap that I did not have it any opportunity to go.
Gotcha.
I was not younger. I was younger, but I was still old enough to remember it. And I know that I was there during the celebration. I don't remember that at all. And I also
And
feel
of
like
course, we all
Disney
remember
doesn't
the wand
push-
too.
Yes, exactly. I also don't think
These
Disney necessarily
photos.
pushes a lot of the celebrations outside of Magic Kingdom as much, and that's probably why. That's just
Although you hear this one a lot, even still, you still sometimes hear this every once in a while playing in Epcot. Like recently, it made a return in, I believe it was Epcot Forever. It was a cut as part of Epcot Forever. So as they kind of went and did some of the old Epcot music, but a good cut.
okay. Let's see. That brings us to Ty. Spin into the fun-filled world of Wonderland.
Teacups.
Teacups. Absolutely. Oh, that another one and done. Oh man, I get nauseous just thinking about that. Right. Hawk. Let it go all over again.
Divorce.
I knew something was coming. You cannot give him that softball. Oh, come on.
Yes, I love Disney. Now I'm so sidetracked and tied.
For those who are watching either live or afterwards, folks, we're sorry, but yeah, we're really way off the rails now.
Ty just gave me vertigo with his last answer. The teacups, definitely. All I could think was how that makes me feel, and now my head's mush. I have no idea on that one.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Okay,
not.
Chuck, what is it?
Oh, it's the Frozen sing along.
Oh, that's why. Oh,
It's not the
Not the Frozen sing along?
It's the Frozen
not
ride.
the Frozen-
oh, now you
it's the
know.
Frozen ride. I think I heard
Oh, the
Ty
Frozen
say that.
attraction.
It's the Frozen attraction. Yeah, Frozen
Okay.
Ever
I thought
After.
for sure I thought it was the Frozen sing along. All right.
Okay, so at the end of, I think that was round, oh goodness, I've lost how many rounds we're on, 5 or 6, a lot.
No, 6.
We had,
Blame the teacups.
okay. I blame the teacups for everything. That's actually really good. Blame the teacups. I need that on a t-shirt. Chuck has 10, Hawk has 8, Ty has 7, Anne Marie has 6, Natalie and Matt both have 3, and Tom has 2. Okay, so then I think I've got
Meaghan
enough for
has
2 more
1.
rounds. So last.
Meaghan has 1.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Meaghan has 1.
I have. Yeah. Okay.
Meaghan actually has a couple. She stumped us on a few.
I might have a couple more than that. Okay. We'll make this. We're a little. Or Chuck, on time. One more round or 2.
We got
I've
about
enough
5
for
more
2.
minutes. Well, again, we try to shoot these for about an hour, but we can keep going. But we have about 5 more
Let's do one more round.
minutes or so. Yeah, for at least
Let's
1
do
hour.
one more round. We'll call it double or nothing. It can be our lightning or double points
Oh,
round.
wait a minute.
So 2
So
points for every right answer.
You can bet any amount of your points on this one?
You have to do it blind though. You can bet all or nothing.
All or nothing? Okay.
Okay, Hawk, we're gonna start with you. There's magic in the air.
I'm betting nothing. There's it's poor Anne Marie's over here yawning. She's like, there's magic in the air, all right, it's bedtime. It's we get this up. My head is gone now. I have lost my mind officially. I'm still kicking around that ex-wife thing. I'm just like,
If Disney had an airline, that would be the tagline.
Yes, that would be the tagline.
oh, I have no idea.
Anybody have a guess for that one? There's magic in the air.
There's magic in the air. Harmonious? Not harmonious. I'm sorry. Not harmonious. I'm sorry. Not harmonious.
Luminous?
Happily?
It's not
happily
happily.
ever after. Okay. There's magic.
Somebody
in
else
the
had
air.
something, but I didn't hear it.
I said luminous, but I don't think it is.
The flying
Not
carpet
luminous.
ride?
It's not the flying carpet ride.
It's not
It
the
is
Actually,
Skyliner,
one of
is
the
it?
taglines-
It is one of the night
Sorry,
shows, though. It is
It's
one
not
of the
one of
night.
the night shows.
No, it's not the Skyliner, is it?
It is the Skyliner.
It's the Skyliner. Yeah. Okay.
Nice job.
Skyliner. Yeah.
Nice job.
I never thought there's magic in the air. Where'd you see that? Is that on one of the posters?
I don't know. I think it's been on a few TikToks if you pay attention. Just saying.
Okay, family-friendly show, Hawk. We are veering off track. We are veering way.
And
off track.
that's the moment for the lawyers.
Okay, next up is Ty. Ty, help save me here. The Kingdom's Most Magical Review. And if it helps, review is REVUE. The Kingdom's Most Magical Review. And this is on signage that you can actually see as you're in this place. No Googling, Hawk.
Is it the
Not
back of
Googling.
Fantasylands? I'm trying to remember the name of the back, like where the circus is, the shop.
It's not a shop.
So this is current.
Ty,
not
do you have a
past.
guess before
I
open
got
this up?
I got nothing.
Anybody else want to take a stab at it?
This is current, not past.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I would say immediately I went to Mickey Mouse Review, but that's way past.
No, this is current.
Read it again.
Oh, Phil
The
Harmonic.
Kingdom's Most Magical Review.
Phil Harmonic.
Oh,
It's not
Tom has Hoop-de-Doo.
It's
Frank
not
is joining.
Hoop-de-Doo.
Say Frank.
Well, Frank did too, but it's not.
It's not Hoop-de-Doo.
Andrew,
Frank,
what
welcome.
did you say?
Phil Harmagic.
It's Phil Harmagic.
It's Phil Harmon. Okay, woohoo.
Anne Marie pulling it out. Nice job.
Oh, no.
Natalie, the most slushy, slippery, exhilarating water park anywhere.
Got a
Blizzard
50-50
Beach?
shot.
Blizzard Beach.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You had a 50-50 there.
Yeah.
That is very true. But the last time I was at Blizzard Beach was like 1998.
Ooh, Blizzard Beach is
I
awesome.
have never been to Blizzard Beach. I'm a Typhoon Lagoon girl. They've got the lazy river. Typhoon
They have it at
Lagoon
Blizzard
all the
Beach
way
too.
for me.
They have a lazy
Do
river
they?
at Blizzard Beach too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's
Go
see, Matt.
come meet our friend the
happiest-
Gator.
Oh, Matt, the happiest cruise that ever sailed.
What I want to say, it's the Jungle Cruise,
Is not the Jungle Cruise.
but that's not it.
What is it?
No.
All right.
It's a small world.
Small World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
15 times the
Yep.
first time I took my oldest son when he was a little kid.
But one could also say Disney Cruise Line because I think they used that once or twice. But anyway,
Oh, they may. Yeah.
they may have used it
They
once
may
or
have. I
twice.
didn't know. Anne
But
Marie.
anyway.
Last couple. Anne Marie, monstrously funny.
Monsters Laugh Floor.
It's another one for the laugh floor.
Another tagline for the live floor. Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird thing because some of
And-
these have more than one. So
Mhm. They do. In fact, let's, as long as we're doing that, let's
she's gonna go and
do,
pick the hardest one she can come up with.
No, I'm not down to. I mean, okay, I've got a couple that are pretty rough.
All right,
but I'm
bring it
not-
on. Bring it on.
not-
Come on, sir. It's our final. Bring it on.
The wrong. Okay. Let's
it on. Why not?
Ooh. Let's do this one. We'll do the short one. Great moments at the movies.
That should be a great movie ride.
It is not.
Great moments at the movies.
This one's going way back.
Oh, is it the is it the tour? The what was the name of
Back
the
on tour.
Oh, the
Backlot tour.
Backlot tour.
That clock tour.
It's not the tour. It's not an
Not the
attraction.
tour. Oh, great moments at the movies.
This is the sci-fi dine-in.
It's not the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater.
It's not Walt Disney Presents either. Great moments at the movies. This is going old school. It's old MGM.
All-Star Movies Resort.
It's not All-Star Movies.
That's a good guess, though.
Yeah.
It is MGM related. It is the tagline that was planned for MGM when MGM was planned as a section of Epcot. So it did not even make.
Wait a
the
minute. So
opening
you're
of
giving me a
MGM.
tagline that never
So it
actually
never got
existed.
used?
You're giving me a tagline that never existed.
You said challenge it, tough guy. You
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah, but I was expecting one that at least actually came out. Everything I
It
gave
came
you
out because it's
existed.
out there. It's on the internet. It made it out there. Just
Wait,
because it didn't make it into marketing didn't mean that, you know.
But just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true.
All right, and so we want
Okay.
to big quick. Yeah, no, Tom, it wasn't said, but another good guess. So, all right.
So final scores, Chuck walked away with it with 11 points. Anne Marie had 9, Hawk had 8, Ty had 7, Natalie had 4, Matt had 3, and our audience, led by Tom, had 2 points. Really appreciate you guys playing. A lot of fun doing taglines, trying to figure out where in the world some of these came from.
Hopefully, you've still got plenty more. This might be a game that comes back again because this was hard. This was tough.
Yeah.
So, a
This
huge,
was fun,
huge
though.
thanks to Meaghan for coming up with our tagline topic for Mousekast for tonight for game night in November 2024. I want to say a huge thank you to Frank and Tom who have joined us live tonight. If you're listening or watching after the fact, if we record this, come join us live for game night. We do this every last Tuesday of the month. A little programming note, we will be doing a pre-recorded game night for December because the final Tuesday in December actually is New Year's Eve. And while we'd all love to do this live. I think many of us have other plans, and you probably do too, for New Year's Eve. So we will return with a live game night in January for the final Tuesday in January. Again, we want to say a huge thank you to Meaghan, who led us out tonight, and to our cast, Anne Marie, Matt, Natalie, Ty, and Hawk, who was our host for tonight and is the wizard behind the curtain tonight, working all of the magic here. So we want to say a huge thank you again to all of you who are watching, who have joined us live, if you were watching after the fact. Hope you had a great time, and we hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving holiday. This has been episode 50 of Mousekast. This is the podcast where the mind meets the magic. We remind you to join us every Tuesday night for Mousekast. We release our shows every Tuesday night. This is episode 50. We've been doing this almost a year now, guys. So come and join us. We've got great topics coming up. In fact, you heard a preview of a topic that will be coming very, very soon. And it sounds like it's going to be a very debatable topic, which is Walt Disney's The One and Dones at Walt Disney World. I think that might be a long one. That might be a two-parter. We'll have to see how that goes. So, again, this has been Mousekast, the podcast where the mind meets the magic. So until next time, we'll see you.